Hi, hello. Welcome in to a little live wooden chat, whatever thing. um, yeah, welcome in. It's been a week, so we will see if anybody wants to pop in and say hi. We have Leanne. Hi, honey. How are you? Me and Anne are diamond painting and watching you on the big screen. Yay! Thank you for being here. Oh, Anne, I saw your message earlier. I was just more or less asleep. But it looks so good. It really does look so good. Ah, she's stunning, isn't she? 1 week. How are you doing? We have Vanessa. Hi, Anne. How are you doing? I have to go find myself here, so it'll be a little easier for me to read. Um, okay. Find myself here. So there you go. How are you all doing? I am tired, but happy. I had an amazing weekend. If you remember, I don't know if you've seen my vlog yet, but yes, I had a great weekend in Paris. So good. Yeah. And we also have a new, well, we, meaning Anthony and I, have a new bonus episode out for, the drill. So, yeah, iced coffee. I also have an unboxing out of a magical bookshelf. Oh, that's so beautiful. I mean, it's big. It is 60 by 100 and almost 71 centimeter, but it's so beautiful. Let's see, Vanessa, doing good, just relaxing and diamond painting. It's been quite the week. What's been going on in your life since it's been quite the week? Let's see. Find the color. 301, number 7. And what are you and Anne doing, Leanne? Are you working on your bracelets? Oh gosh. I used to have some tweezers around here. I have just covered them. I am also trying to eat some bread because I haven't really had anything to eat today. So, oops, I had breakfast. But since then, not so much. So, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to listen to me take a bite every now and then and maybe speak with my mouth full of bread. I don't know. I'm trying not to. I'm just hungry. So, yeah. See, Leanne, with diamond painting, I'm catching up on my temperature chart. So how far behind are you, Leanne? And you need to keep her at it, Otherwise, when we get December, she'll be in May and be like, what happened? Let's see, Vanessa, we had so much rain in Saskatchewan and Manitoba that quite a few communities have been flooded and a lot of roads have been washed out. Oh my God. So our town and many others are in a state of emergency at the moment. That is crazy. Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my God. We had a huge thunderstorm Saturday in Paris. I have never seen anything like it. It was so crazy. And then the next day I saw reels, because apparently when you were in Paris, all of your reels start to be about Paris. But I saw a reel the next day of someone living in Paris that was filming, and they were filming towards the Eiffel Tower. And all of a sudden, this huge lightning just hits the Eiffel Tower. It's so crazy. Um, I think I've seen something like it in New York, where one of these huge lightnings hit the Empire State Building. It was crazy, and it felt like it just kept going and going, and I was eventually that lightning has to stop. But it just felt like it went on forever. But I hope that you are safe, Vanessa, and that you have whatever you need, like food and water and whatnot, so that you can be safe for a little bit. Man, being reined in is no fun, I can imagine. So, yeah. Mm. Let's see. Hang on a second. See, Vanessa, yeah, it's a crazy downpour that just wouldn't end. So both roads by my house are gone too. Oh my God. And we'll still have 2 more days of rain. So when the sun decides to show up, we will all be out celebrating. And of course, starting to do the cleanup. Tell me, is someone high up in the sky trying to do another round of the 40 days of um water all over? Because if he is, he might want to reconsider. We're not equipped. We don't have boats. And someone forgot to tell all the animals to find somewhere to catch a hike. So it'll only be the flying things and the swimming things that'll survive. That's not good. I hope you won't be you won't be getting rain in your house, because that can seriously ruin a house. Oh gosh, I'm so tired, y'all. I am tired. I slept maybe 15 hours between Thursday morning and Tuesday evening. So I am way behind. It's even as a lot, definitely started to feel like it. Some towns in Manitoba have been much worse and have been evacuated because houses are mostly underwater. Evacuated. Wow. My God. That is so crazy. Please stay safe. Anthony! Yeah, how is our little French girl? Meh. She's good. I mean, I did maybe learn a new French word or two, but other than that, I'm still horrible at it. How are you doing, Anthony, today? I listened to our bonus episode on your channel to give you the view hour and view. So, and your little interview was good, even though it was me that you interviewed. I see, Vanessa, we're okay at the moment. Have a bunch of stuff to throw out, but nothing too important. Oh, that's good. That's good. To take anything that is very important and put it up high. Yeah. We mostly just have, overflow basements if we get a lot of water. That's just the basements. So, and we don't have a basement. So, yeah. And our house is rather high. So, thank God well, knock on wood, we haven't had any flooding issues. So, let's see. But I will pray for you, Vanessa, that it won't get any worse and that the last of the rain you're expecting will, I don't know, decide to go somewhere else, will go around your city, your village, because I have just decided that you're done. No more rain. So, yeah, tell me what's going on here. I have to, let's see. Let's just put it right at the edge. Anthony, what are you up to today? I was starting to wonder if you would ever upload that episode. I was like, oh. So I have put up mine, and now it's after 7 and 7 your time. So where is your episode? Anthony goes, hope the rain subsides. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it better. So yeah, Anthony decided that he was interviewing me for the member version of, well, the bonus episode of You Know the Drill before going into um, the unedited interview with Liberal Leatherworks. I listened to that whole thing too, and it was really good. It's like, oh, this is so sweet and nice and everything. Apollo, I was cuddling with Maverick and Apollo this morning. I wish you could schedule member videos. Yes, me too. That would be so much easier. Well, I had to literally upload it and then put it out there. So, and YouTube decided that it wasn't going to play ball, so it wouldn't do the last step of the uploading. So I had to do it again. And for a second, I was like, oh my God, it's doing it again. But eventually it started doing whatever it had to. So, yeah. Vanessa gassed me too. My honey is out pumping water out of quite a few houses right now as he is on the town's emergency list. Oh, I'm glad that he can help other people. Just tell him that your house is the most important one. So, yeah, that is absolutely crazy. If you had a YouTube channel, you'd be able to do videos on the emergency of too much rain. That's crazy. Yesterday was the first day since Wednesday last week that I actually got to sit down and diamond paint. And I was like, oh, this is good. I'm home again. I can diamond paint. And I'm not falling asleep the second I sit down somewhere. So that's good. I got a little bit of diamond painting in. And as a, yeah, we're higher up. So he already removed the water that did come in. Oh, that's good. That's good. Do you also use sandbags to keep the water out a little bit? It's very common use here. And whenever we're expecting a lot of water, the city will provide sandbags for the people who, you know, has previous experience with flooded basements. I mean, we have never had that issue. But I know, for instance, my brother has had a flooded basement several times, and I'm like, why? You need to protect the basement. Anthony, I don't have major plans today. Maverick will be 13 next month, so he's an elder husky. He can't do hikes or long walks anymore, so we just did a short one this morning. I'll probably take Apollo out again this afternoon by himself. Yeah, he's an elderly boy. Then you can put them in the garden to play a little bit. Relax. Unless it's too hot, then don't. We don't want them to overheat. They need a splash pool so that when it's hot outside, they can take a dip. I don't know if they do they like that. Huskies, Malamute, do they like splashing in water? Oh no, Apollo does. But if it was it's kind of like a pool thing. Sorry. Literally having rye bread with some pate, liver pate in the middle. You can't get this anywhere else because yeah. I know it doesn't look so good, but I like it. Mm. You will never catch David eat it though. He's not. I mean, he grew up as a vegetarian, so this is not something um, he had ever experienced. So, yeah. Anthony is sending pictures. Oh, look at the babies. Look, Maverick and Apollo baby. So you have them upstairs by you. How is your apartment in the summer, Anthony? Is it getting very hot or is it okay? Sometimes when you're having rooms upstairs and you don't have an attic above, it can get really hot. Yeah, cute. Can't believe he's 13, Maverick. That's crazy. Vanessa says, too cute. Wendy, hi, hon. How are you? Wendy says hi to Anthony. Yeah. Um, Anthony, both of them are over the heat. It gets warm up there, but I am downstairs in Alex's and MJ's place. Oh, that's good. You need to cool them down. Give them a splash pool in the garden so that they can just lay there, and then see if you can put it somewhere in the shade or something so it don't warm up too much. And then they can just lay in it and be like, okay, Dad, Uncle Anthony, you can go do whatever. We'll be here. Come find us in a few hours. Something like that. Hang on. Wendy, you're breaking up on my end. I am? I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's YouTube again. It's usually YouTube doing some weird, I don't know. um, hmm, okay. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of crackly, like a phone call with a bad connection, but it's not too bad. It's some of it like this, because that's the dang plastic on my canvas. Well, at least it's not too bad. I am using my tablet, and it seems to. I mean, the last time I did it live, where I used my tablet, there was crackling too. So maybe it's just the way that it has to be when I use my tablet. I just wanted to diamond paint with you all. It's not the plastic. Okay, well, then it is most likely my tablet. I don't know. Anthony, it's only when you're talking. Also, I love that pattern in the canvas to the right of your hand. Very cool. Oh, that's yeah. This is some of the book that I'm working on. It's very cool. It's just very cool. It is weird. I don't know if it's something that I can adjust to something on my tablet. Um, mhm. Did did that change anything? Now it took from standard to speakerphone. Did that change anything? If not, I'm sorry, I don't know what else to do. We will just have to live with the crackling. Well, you have to live with that. I can't hear it, sorry. Um, gosh. Oh man. Okay. Oh gosh. I'm a little worn out. And then we have to go to a 60th birthday tomorrow. And I just found out that there will be 60 people or something like that. And I was immediately like, can I stay home? I don't think that I can handle 60 people at the moment. I was just in a room with 400 or 500 people. So I'm like, I'm over many people, okay? I'm over it. I just wanna be somewhere nice and quiet, and but at least I have my sister-in-law suffering with me. We agreed on that we will just go, take a walk or something, go sit in the car maybe if it's too bad. So yeah. And also we have the issue again with their cousin and their kiddos. And really it's not the kid's fault. It isn't. So it's really, I mean, I feel so bad for those kids because nobody really wanna be around them. And it's all the parents' fault. But well, they don't see it that way. It's the rest of us that doesn't like the kids. Which, I mean, to some degree is true, but it's only because they don't seem to be able to be parents. So, Rhoda, hi, honey, how are you? Okay. People are saying hi to Loretta. Uh, okay, something's going on in the background. In the We have a messenger chat group, David's siblings and I, and apparently something's happening in there. So I don't know. I mean, it's about tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Okie dokie. Chocolates and whatnot. For the birthday boy. Well, his birthday was a while back, so not really, but it is celebrated tomorrow. His birthday was in February? I think February. Yeah, the 15th of February, I think. I think. Um, I'm getting better at this multi-placing, whatever. Ooh, by the way, have you seen the new releases for this weekend coming up? People are most likely going nuts because they are releasing a princess panel from Mandy Manzano. It's not one that I have seen before, but gosh, she's cute. So I'm like, so are we gonna get a new generation of princess panels? That might drive the price down on the old ones. I don't know. It's just, maybe that'll drive the price down if there's new ones with new drills and everything. I don't know, maybe. It's Cinderella. Mm, let's see if I can find it. Oh, who's this? Okay. It's this one. She's really cute. And it's a panel. It's, let's see. It is 65 by 100 and almost 64 centimeters. Really cute. The rendering is cute. There is a lot of color blocking, but she's cute. And then you have, oh, come on. You have the castle in her dress. It's really cute. So I am putting it on my wish list for a start because this is Rosa's favorite princess. She loves Cinderella. So I don't know. Maybe I should use some points or something. I don't know. Normally, Manji Manzano is not really my thing, but yeah. Mm, I can actually imagine that one selling out in 7 seconds. And I'm not home, so yeah, it might not really matter. It will have to go on my wish list probably. But then again, it's not like I am running out of diamond paintings. So, yeah. It will be all right. As long as I don't show it to Rosa, everything is fine. I do have Beauty and the Beast diamond painting, but they're dancing that Diamond Art Club released a while back. I have that one, but again, it'll be a bit before I'm getting to it. So, yeah. I think even next year I am going to try to still work on some of my older diamond paintings. Just, so it is more fun to work on the newer ones. So I think it's not gonna be only older ones, I know that, but I will try to um work on them. Let's see. Doretta, I got one of the princess panels in Presley's auction. Make a wish and take a bite. That one was recently discontinued, I think. I mean, for the longest time, you could actually buy it. Um, maybe up until last year or something. The year before, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe last year. And I was wondering because it was a princess panel, why it didn't have to be, discontinued. I don't know. I never understood why some of them had to be discontinued and others weren't. I think there was one more that you could buy for a really long time afterwards. I mean, most of the princess panels were discontinued when I started buying Diamond Art Clubs. So, yeah, I don't know. Mhm. And I am using my Forever Young release papers. I mean, you can see that obviously, but yeah. To increase the value, yeah, maybe. Okay, any J's? No. L's? No. K? No. Uh, N we do have. E. It's all the way up there. Mhm, mhm, mhm. So the good thing about doing these smaller sections is I feel like I am moving faster, which is ridiculous because you're not. You just work on smaller sections. But as long as it tricks the brain, it's okay. I have a feeling that it goes a little faster. Then also, when I do a little bit of multitasking, oh my God, um, multi-placing, it also goes a little faster, even though not all the time, because then I feel like I have to be even more careful when placing because I want it to be straight and I'm trying to avoid gapping, which on these older canvases can be quite difficult. So, yeah. Um, let's see. We are having 6. See, where did my thingy go? Need to place these so straight, otherwise they will make some um, gapping. And I'm never going to be a fan of gapping. We had about 42 degrees Saturday in Paris, which is about 104. No, wait. Someone said it was around 110. It was one of the actors down there said it was around 110 degrees. And I was like, oh gosh, it sounds so bad when you do it like that. We had about 42 degrees. So, yeah. I did mostly just stay inside at the hotel because I went out, to get some air during the lunch break, and I promptly went inside again because the air was just hot and it felt almost scorching. And the thing is, maybe it's because I was inside in the air conditioned hotel all day that I'm like, I have been in that kind of temperatures before in Turkey. So I'm like, it shouldn't be that bad. I don't know. It was bad at the places at the hotel that didn't have air conditioned. Like when you got up to the floors. I was on the sixth floor, and when you get out of the elevator to go to your room, gosh, you just went straight into a wall of heat. And then you just hurry and go to your room so you can get back into the air conditioning. Because thank God the hotel has air conditioning. I mean, can you imagine being at a hotel in 110 Fahrenheit and no air conditioning? That would have been a nightmare. And also, I think some of the guests might actually have fainted. I read somewhere that in the heat wave, they just had that few days of heat wave in France over the weekend and the week before. More than 1,000 people died. Alone in France during that weekend, almost 150 people died. Isn't that horrible because of the heat? Mostly elderly people and homeless people that didn't, that couldn't find anywhere to get out of the heat. That is horrible. I mean, in my opinion, when you have a heat wave like that, hotels or motels, whatever, should open up so that people could get out of the heat. At least during the day. That's just my opinion. Okay. I am done eating my bread. So now you don't have to listen to me eating anymore. Mm. And I can put this out so the crinkling should be less. Okay, so I told you that I unboxed the magical bookshelf, right? There are so many drills in that painting. It was two big packets of drills, and some of the colors had 12 bags, and another one had 11. That is so crazy. I'm like, wow, that is a lot of that same color. Um, yeah, I can't wait to do that one. I think I'm gonna be doing it in January and February for my Witches and Wizards event because it is magic themed. So yeah, I think that's seriously. Did I just pour out for two drills? Seriously. Keep your eyes open, women. There's no need to pour out drills for just two. I don't know. I think the Y was distracting, even though the color isn't exactly the same. You see this entire thing? That's the T. So I will be doing checkerboarding with that one. Oh gosh. What are you all working on? I hate when I have to ended up pouring up drills that I didn't have to because I just wasn't looking well enough. I'm like, woman, you ought to do better than this. But apparently, not this time. What do you mean, just hate it when you have a lot of bags of the same color? There was 60, 70 something colors in that one. So I would have to use two Elizabeth Ward ones to get them all in, which is okay. I mean, it's a big diamond painting and it has a lot of colors. So that's sometimes where it's easier when you have some of those, like for instance, MDD that comes in baggies. Then I would just take one of the trays with just the small um, containers and fill them up. And then I can just pour in, when they're empty. But it's not really easy when you have the big um, bags from Diamond Art Club and stuff. But it's okay. It is okay. Doretta is working on her first J wall and it has a lot of confetti. Oh, cool. Where's it from, Doretta? Anthony is working on finding somewhere to go for lunch. LOL. But my WIP is called When There Are No Customers. That one is so pretty. Did you ever get to go to the Cheesecake Factory, Anthony? You never did send me any pictures of all the cheesecakes. All the cheesecakes. They need to make one over here. Oh, you have from Diamond Painting Deutschland. Okay. That's cool, Loretta. How do you like it? I mean, it is double-sided adhesive. Vanessa is working on Sugar Plum Fairy by Mandy Manzano for Christmas in July. She's so cute. Vanessa, are you considering getting that new Princess panel on Saturday? I mean, with the rain, it isn't really worth doing anything else but diamond painting. Or do you work from home, Vanessa? I mean, if it's raining that much, you're not really able to leave your house, aren't you? So you can't really go to work. Christmas in July. Who's hosting that one? I forgot. I just know that it was MDD that did the halfway to Ho 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 in June. Doretta, yes, it's double-sided adhesive, and I wanted the experience of working on that. I'm really enjoying it. Yay, I'm so happy you're enjoying it. I am really happy. I had, just because I had my bad experience with Diamond Painting Deutschland doesn't mean that I can't enjoy when other people have good experiences. That just means that mine was a fluke somehow. And that I caught the service on a bad day. I don't know. Maybe they're just not used to people being so picky with their dwells. But with all that taps and whatnot, I wasn't having it. There were taps, there were a lot of cavities, and then there were the hollowed bags. Loretta, I don't think there's no real difference except port glue is not as sensitive. You do have to be mindful with double-sided adhesive. I mean, you can't roll it the wrong way, and you just have to be more careful. When I used to work on double-sided adhesive from AliExpress, I mean, I did one time, I ruined it because it's kind of, it was a bigger canvas, so it had to go over the edge of my table, and I got rivers and whatnot in it because it was hanging over the edge. But yeah, then I discovered port glue, and I never went back. Let's see. Anthony, I'm going to hop off for a sec and head over for pho. No idea why hot soup sounds good right now, but it does. Be right back. Okay, Anthony. Vanessa, I am thinking about it, yes. I do love the panels. I've never done a Mandy, but I think it'll go on my wish list because I'm pretty sure that one will sell out in like 5 seconds. Let's see, Loretta. I got it from a D stash, so I'm not sure how long she had them, but there are no rivers in it. I'm glad to hear that, Loretta. Vanessa, I wish I worked at home, but alas, I do not. So, what are you doing these days? I mean, you can't really leave town. So, do you work in the same town as you live? So, you have to get out in that horrible weather? I would fake being reined in. But then again, if it's a smaller town, that is a hard one because people would know, right? And I said, yeah, I work in town. I work in a kitchen. Huh, okay. But are people actually showing up and buy stuff? I don't know. I hate rain. I hate to go out in the rain because this is my little personal joke. I'm like, I can't go out there because I'm melting and I'm already small enough as it is. So, no, I can't be outside in the rain. Who knows how small I'm ending up getting if I'm out there for too long. A lot of people don't get it. I have a weird sense of humor, and a lot of people don't get it, but it's fine. Okay, which one was it? This one. Haha. I was like, one of these had a warped backing. There you go. Vanessa, it would be a much longer walk now because we have to go up the next road that isn't washed out. But my honey takes me to and from work. Oh, that's good. That way you don't have to be out in the rain too much. That's good. So does he drive a 4x4 so he doesn't risk being swooped away by the rain? That would be bad. Mm, I really don't like color blocking. But sometimes it's worth it. And these books are a little boring. Unless you're getting to the part that has like this over here that has lettering, or you go down to the cats and stuff like that. It's just when you have these bare sections where they probably weren't um, able to do the title on the book. Let's see, Vanessa. Yeah, gotta have a 4x4 around here. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Okay, let me see. Is that... Uh, nope. It doesn't have tabs. It just looked like tabs. Ours is a kind of SUV kind of car, so we wouldn't get stuck too easy. I don't think it's a real SUV though. I don't know. I have no idea. It has 4 wheels and it can drive. That's about the extent of my car knowledge about what kind of, if it's an SUV. It's not a 4x4, but yeah, I don't know. It drives. That's the most important thing. It gets us to where we need to be. And David is driving it most of the time. So, yeah. I am a um, passenger most of the time. I don't know. Sometimes I would think David would be like, oh yeah, I'm driving all the time anyway, so now it's your turn. But no. He likes driving. And then I can just sit next to him and take a nap if that is needed. So, yeah. And sometimes it is. And I'm pretty sure that tomorrow will be nap needed as well. We will see. I do plan on getting away from the party a few times tomorrow. And who knows, maybe one of them will be go sit in the car and take a nap. Get away from all the noise. So, 60 people, and I don't know how many of them will be kiddos. But especially their cousins, 2 girls, they are loud. Not their fault. Not their fault. It's the parents' fault. But they're still loud. So, yeah. We will see. My sister-in-law will bring her noise-canceling headphones. I don't have those, but I do have my headphones that if I put them on, the sound is drastically minimized. So I might bring those. Then I can sit somewhere listening to an audiobook. I just started book number 3 in red rising. So, yeah, find a corner somewhere just to listen to a book and then ignore the rest of the party. Be like, yeah, yeah, David know where I am. He can come and pick me up for dessert. I think that's the plan, right? Come and get me when it's time for dessert, especially if it's ice cream and cake. We love that. Well, I just love dessert in general. I just like sweet things no matter what. Okay, one of these has a tap. That was you. Haha. Cool. No more taps. There you go. There you go. Oop. There are vowel sounds around here. Why are you always sick? Do you know that you're always saying that your stomach is growling? But most of the time, it's literally your bowels moving, so you make these sounds, and it's really just stuff moving around and air and whatnot. Like it's got nothing to do with your stomach. And mine can be very loud and very persistent. David is sometimes like, "Is that you?" Like, it's not me, it's my bowels, you know. But that is you, yeah, but you know, it's like, are you hungry? No, not really. It's not my stomach, it's my bowel system, and that doesn't tell me that I'm hungry. That's just stuff moving around. Vanessa, I love a good dessert too. Dessert's the best. Loretta, we are sure that's why you want a cheesecake factory. Yes, that's cake. I want cheesecake factory. I want cake. I want stuff. They can keep all the burgers and whatnot. I just want the cheesecakes. I need to get some more recipes for cheesecakes and then I can make them myself and be like, yeah, that way I know what ingredients are used. There's not all sorts of stuff in them. Vanessa, LOL. In the mornings when I have my coffee with my honey, we always laugh because it sounds like our stomachs are having a back and forth conversation. That's funny. That's funny. Mine is usually when we go to bed at night. I feel like as soon as I lay down, it just goes, and I'm like, and then I'm like, excuse me, I don't remember asking for your opinion. And then it'll just keep going, and I'm like, shush, someone's trying to sleep here, and you're not invited. Yeah, David will most likely just shake his head, and I'm like, he can't complain about the crazy because he knew about it before he married me. So, I mean, there's no takebacks. He knew about it. So, yeah, I am crazy and I know it and I'm actually kind of proud about it. So, it makes life interesting. I wonder if I should turn on my thingy, lamp thingy over there. I can't remember the name of it right now. Um, ring light. Oh my gosh. My brain literally doesn't work properly yet. It's literally has its mind of its own still. Okay, come on. Did that help? Yeah, maybe a little. Maybe a little. Um, hmm. I keep losing subscribers. I wonder what I'm doing. Oh well, oh well. They weren't meant to be here then. But it's fine. I mean, eventually I will get to 750, right? I just have to wait until December. I'm sure of it. And then maybe I actually need to put up more videos. That might help too. I could just start from an end and then do all of my, unbox all of my diamond paintings because I have so many that I have not even opened. So I could just start unboxing those. And then do some faster diamond painting so I can do post reviews. And eventually I need to get all of my stuff from Eve and Kathy, and then I can do a ginormous small shop haul. Be like, this is what I've been buying for the past, I don't know how many months. Let's take a look. What all did I get from American small shops? Yeah. That's going to be crazy. Because I don't even remember all of it. Because it's been there so long, so I'm like, I can't remember what I purchased. So it's going to be a surprise for me. It's going to be, I wonder what I bought. Let's get into this. I know some of the shops, but what did I get from the shop? See, that's an excitement thing. Let's see. I got something from Bee's Crafty Corner. I got from Crashly. I got from um shoot Ditsy. I got from Leather Works. And who else? I can't remember. I don't know if I got from anyone else. That's fine. Eventually, it'll be here, and I'd be like, oh, look. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I also got from Grayson's Creation. It's kind of sad that we can't buy from them anymore. It's also weird that we never, that they never gave any explanation as to why they were closing. I mean, They were really popular, and then bam, one day they were just gone. That is weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think it's weird. I mean, you can only hope that one day they'll be back, maybe with a new name or something. And then you start wondering, so did what's the name of that shop that started out with that? Oh, Alien Putty. Did they say or do something or whatever, you know? Is that why they kind of disappeared? I don't know. But I mean, it's a free country. You can literally do whatever you want. I mean, if I want to do something like intergalactic putty or alien putty, I can. I mean, it's actually pretty easy to do. So I just don't want to make it into a business. I make it for myself, but other than that, I mean, it's not that hard. Yeah. You can just tell people to make their own instead. That way you don't have to pay a fortune from Alien Putty. I mean, they their prices are ridiculous. Hi, Pella. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I heard you from the other end of the house. The poor baby, he missed his mama when I was gone. He was right inside the door when I came home, and he was like, drop everything, let's go cuddle. And I was like dropping everything because I had to go pee. And then when I came out from the toilet, he was standing by my carry-on just to make sure that I wasn't leaving again. He was kind of like, yeah, there is no way you're leaving me again, Mom. I was like, well, I have no plans to leave the next, I don't know, little bit. I mean, I just need to go, you know, grocery shopping and stuff like that. Other than that, I have absolutely no plans of leaving this house. And if I could have decided, I wouldn't leave it this weekend either. But, yeah, sometimes you just have to put on your big girl pants and do the grown-up stuff, right? But 60 people, ugh, ugh. Is one of Flounder's buttons. It's like, ugh. You love being at home too, Vanessa? I'm a homebody. If I could just stay at home all the time, it would be amazing. But some people do demand that I'm leaving my house every now and then. And also, food is necessary. And I don't think I can just expect David to do all of the grocery thing. He's like, come on, we need to go get some groceries. I'm like, do I have to go? Yes. Man, I mean, we did a list. Can't you just take the list and go shopping on your own? But apparently not. That's the bad thing. But I mean, as long as we can get in and out relatively easy, it is okay. Just, take the grocery list and take it item by item, and bam, we can be out really fast. That way, I don't have to be there too much. Um, There's a pellet. Oh, the baby in the background. He could be a lab cat all day long if we would let him. And I can guarantee he is not going to be a happy camper tomorrow when we both leave. I mean, I think I have only been outside in the garden since I came home Tuesday morning. And even that has been almost too much for him. He was sitting in the window calling the entire time, like, "Excuse me, Mama, Mama, come back in, Mama." And as a LOL, things with small town and the fact that I get along with most people is a 10-minute grocery shop turns into an hour pretty fast when all want to stop and talk. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Most of the time, I just ignore people that I know, or I am literally just saying hi and move on. So people have to live with me being not very nice. I am not doing it. Especially if it's a bad day. I'm like, yeah, we're not doing this today. Bye. I just need my stuff and go back home. Okay, bye. That's just the way it is with me. But then again, I am not a nice person, so people just have to live with that. And if they can't, oh well, boo-hoo with them. But I do absolutely prefer staying at home. I have all my stuff here. So that's just what that's like. Oh God. I'm sorry. I am still trying to catch up on sleep. I'm pretty sure it'll be a few weeks before I'm like, okay, I'm all caught up. I think. And then something will happen and I am down again. That's usually how it goes. Well, there is just so much of this color. Sometimes I make all sorts of patterns when I'm doing these, but not today. Today I'm like, yeah, we just need to get through so that we can get to the next color and then to the next section. But it's okay. I mean, yesterday I finished this section, plus a little bit of the section before. So, yeah, I kind of hope that I can finish this section today. Then we will see when we're back home tomorrow. I don't know yet. But maybe tomorrow when we get home, I should just be a good girl and go to bed, right? But I'm not a very good girl when it comes to going to bed. I always feel like, oh, just give me 10 more minutes. Oh, I just need to do this color and maybe the next color in me, and all of a sudden it's 2 hours later. That is usually what happens. I'm like, yes, I just need to finish this color. Then I go, oh, look, the next color only has maybe 20 drills. I can do that. Yeah, when you do that enough times, those 20 drills turn into 300. And it's an hour later. Yeah, it's bad. I read today, well, I didn't read it, I heard it, and I knew it. I've seen that reel before. Then, when you're neurospicy, your melatonin doesn't start, trying to make you tired at the same time as everyone else. It starts about 45 minutes to an hour later. So, yeah. And I'm like, so why do I have to try to go to bed at a reasonable hour when I'm not really tired? And I hate getting up in the morning, which is also why I'm tired, because my dinner, my breakfast dates this weekend was early, so I have to get up. But it's fine. I met some new sweet people. Yeah. Oh, look, we're getting there. Oh, my nose is itching. There you go. Okay. Just need to get it on in there. This is such a boring color. Actually, I like color blocking a lot when it's a happy color, but all these browns, the browns are boring. Let's see. Um, so I saw somewhere today that this the local school has hired a new teacher, and then all the old ones went on a leave together, and nobody told this new teacher, so he popped up at the school, expecting to start to get ready for the kids, and nobody was there. And he was like, "Hello." So some of other teacher came out and say, "Oh, hi. So I am do. Um, I heard you, and this is the situation. They will all be back on Monday, so you still have a few weeks before school starts, and you can get your information and all of that." So yeah. Oop. Uh, oh, nobody said anything. Okay. Okay, okay, we're getting there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! A big blob of brown. Loretta is listening and diamond painting. Yay! That's kind of the point of it, Loretta, to just diamond paint. Gosh. Miriam! Hi, honey, how are you? Did you just getting home, Miriam? Or is it your vacation time yet? Okay, I needed something to drink. Hey, Miriam. Good. How are you? Glad you're back safe from Paris. Thank you. You just got home from work. Okay. Oh, good. And Miriam saying hi to Doretta. Yes, Paris was great. I am just hoping they'll do it again in a few years. So I just have to start saving so I can do all of the things. Matt, hi, hon. How are you? Saying, hey, yeah, I thought I missed today's lives, and I'm glad to see this pop up. Oh, I'm glad to see you. Yeah, I just felt like doing a pop up since I didn't do it live this past weekend since I wasn't home. And I just missed chatting with people. So I was like, yeah, let's do a little pop up, and I can keep I can keep myself happy until Sunday for the regular live. Let's see. Matt says hi to everyone, and Miriam and Loretta is saying hi to Matt. Matt, you're here to be a pita. What is a pita? Matt, anyone else's audio crackling? Yeah, apparently it's an issue. I don't know why. I can't tell you. I'm guessing it's either because of I'm using my tablet, or it's YouTube being weird. Oh, a pain in the ass? Okay. Well, what else is new, Matt? No, you're not a pain in the ass. You're sweet and you're my friend and you're always welcome. And I mean, nobody can be more snarky than I am, so it's fine. It is fine. Come on, you. Thank you. It's a pain in the butt. All the way over there. My arms are not long enough, apparently. But I have to get all the way over there for my drills. A pizza. Oh, now I want to have pizza. So I have to talk to David about that. It's been a long time since we had that. Maybe we should do that soon. Oh, come on, you. Yeah, that should be something we should do soon. Miriam, that's funny. Pia is a camel girl's name. You have Pia as a name in the UK? I thought that was mostly a Scandinavian name. Matt, my connection bad. Maybe or others buffering too now. Oh no! My buffering? Man, that's no fun. Someone needs to call YouTube and complain. Am I buffering for anyone else? Let's see. Oh, Anthony did another one. A very interesting interview and setting aside Sparkle FBI. Ah, interesting. Well, I need to look into that. Vanessa says not here. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that. Hang on. Oh dear. Matter. Ooh, I love pita bread, right? And then all the different kinds of filling. And then the best is if I made homemade hummus to put in, and then with some sort of meat or tuna or something. But this homemade hummus or a sweet potato hummus, oh my God, it's so good. So yeah. Okie dokie, I have to leave you for a second because the little girl's room is calling and I also need to get something else to drink. So I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Do some talking about my behind my back or something. Okay, I am back. Let's see, no buffering. Matt tried leaving and coming back. See if that helps. Did it help, Matt? Doretta, that's what I had to do when I first came on. Okay. So what bit of mischief shall we get into? Doretta. Anthony, did she fall in? No! I had to get something to drink and I had to go to the bathroom. Anthony, I'll give her 2 more minutes and then I'll call David. Do you have his number, Anthony? Doretta, girls take longer than boys. We do. Miriam is laughing. Vanessa is laughing. Miriam, falling in is a real danger if someone leaves the seat up. True, Miriam, true. Thank God I'm married to a guy that doesn't leave the seat up. He sits down. Matt, she'll try to tell us it was the drink that took so long. It was. So far, it's better. Cool. I'm glad. So, Matt, what are you feel? How are you feeling about Diamond Art Club? Okay, Max. There you go. Max. My little screamy baby. They're all very nervous that I'm going to leave them again. Well, no, not really, Flux. When I came home, he was just not even noticing it. He was just sleeping. Like, yeah, he didn't notice me being back until hours and hours later. And then was like, oh, hi, Mom. You're here? Okay. Like, wow, I feel so appreciated by you right now. You really did miss me. Not. But I mean, he's a happy boy as long as he has his dad. There's no doubt about it. He's the daddy's boy. I'm pretty sure I could disappear and Flux would hardly notice it. Only when David leaves to go to work he might notice because then he'll just be all alone. Maybe then he'll notice that I'm gone. Be like, where is that spare human that used to be here? The spare human is missing. Yeah, I think that'll be when he's noticing. Oh gosh. I just noticed that I have my banner for the 8-hour live going. Oh well. I mean, it won't be 8 hours, but it still means that I will be taking a break every now and then, you know. I don't know how long I'll be here today, though. We'll see. So far, it's been almost 2 hours. So, yeah, we will see. It depends on how much diamond painting I decide on doing today. Matt, the spare human to feed us, but always cracks me up. So funny because it's true, right? I mean, literally, I am the spare human to Flops. I have Pelle, he's a mama's boy. David is also, he's the spare human, but very high on the list. And Max is more, you're both my humans. He doesn't really have a favorite, I think. He's just mellow and you're my parents. You're both okay. Doretta has to leave in 15 minutes hanging out with my neighbor Chris. Oh, that sounds nice, Doretta. Very nice. What are you doing? Are you going out, doing some fun in town? Or what are you up to? Dinner. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice. Are you having something delicious or don't you know yet? We are having, I don't know how do you say that? Do you have that? Um, let's see if that's, my phone has to start. Um, let's see. Let's see. Oh, so we're having what is called a roasted suckling pig. Or let's see, hog roast or pig roast. You literally take a smaller pig and then you roast it over I don't know how many hours. And oh god, it's so good. Then you have salad and some sort of potato to it. Yeah, it's so good. It's kind of like very normal here, and it's so good. I don't eat a whole lot of pork, but that roasted hog, wasn't that hog roast, is one of those pork things that I really like. It turns out a bit like pulled pork because it ends up being so tender that you can almost pull it from each other. So it's not pulled pork, but it reminds it. Matt, yeah, I know it. Um, but not sure many places do anything like that here. It would be some form of barbecue, most likely for us. Well, this is mostly, when you're having a party, you can hire a company to come out and do it, in your garden or whatever. That's most likely how people get it here. You don't really get it in restaurants. It's just private parties. So I don't even know how many times I've had it in my life. It's quite popular, especially when you have a round birthday or something like that. You have a graduation party, stuff like that. You will have that. Um, because literally you don't have to do a lot yourself. The people, the company that you hire in will do everything. They will come usually in the morning and they will set up everything. And then they will take care of the pig until you're ready. So, but tomorrow it's already at noon, so I don't know even when that company would have to start. I mean, that would have been almost in the middle of the night. I wonder how they're doing that. But it's so good. It's kind of funny because there was a few years in the 90s where it wasn't really, a thing unless you were um, like my parents' generation. But now it's a thing again. It's really like one of those, okay, everybody's doing it because it's easy, it tastes so good, and yeah. But it's funny that it's come back, and it's cheaper than ordering ordering food. Where you go, um, I don't know, Italian or getting a barbecue menu, stuff like that. It's actually cheaper to get them to do a whole pick. So, and also most likely there will be leftovers, so you will have easy food for a while. Uh, Matt, I know I've seen it in one restaurant at some show. Make me think it was the oldest restaurant or a place that had the oven fire going forever. I'm sure I can research and see if you heard of it. Cool, yeah. I mean, I seriously love it. And it's kind of like to take these big barrels. That's usually what they do. They take barrels and then they make it into a barbecue. And then the skewer, the pig is on a skewer. Like they taken the pig, cut it up, and then you have it kind of like pig. If you usually have a pig like this, it will just rip and it'll just roast. So good. It is really, really good. You don't have the legs really. Sometimes you have the head on, but nobody really eats it except, the cheek of the pig because that is some of the best meat on the pork. Matt, yes, all the same place in Madrid. Sabrina de Botang, world's oldest restaurant, and that is the signature dish. Oh, interesting. I didn't know they did it in Spain. That's cool. Oh, Sobrino. Okay. Sobrino de Botón, de Botín. I don't know how to say that in Spanish. I just have French in my head. I've listened to French the entire weekend. Oh my god. Okay. So just a little tidbit. I will do a WIP and chat next week and tell you all about it. But the translator, we had the hosts, and one of the hosts was translating, from if people who asked questions asked in French, she would translate it to English for the actors, and then she would translate their answers to French. It is scary how many of the French attendees that didn't speak English. It is scary. Okay, I was shocked at how many of them. I mean, even younger people. What happened to my drill? Oh, anyway. So yeah, so she translated, and she was funny because whatever the actors did, jumping up and doing some movement or running back and forth and being she would do the same, kind of mimicking the energy and running back and forth and go So eventually the actors would catch on to that pretty fast, and then they would start kind of doing all sort of fun stuff and jumping up and doing weird voices and whatnot, just to see her do the same. And it ended up being this whole thing with some of the actors literally just looking at her like, oh, you don't know what's going to happen next, and jumping up and doing stuff, you know. Sometimes she would be, please don't. And then, oh my gosh, she was amazing. Her name was Liza. Lisa? Lisa. Um, yeah, she was amazing. And she would get just as big as an applause as the actors did because she was just so great. So much fun. I want to go again. Can I go again, please? Can they please just all come back and we can do it again? Please? Because, oh my gosh, that was a great weekend. I mean, if you're a member, you have already heard all about Saturday and Sunday if you've watched the video. I've been gushing about that weekend for 2 hours in that video. That yes, the wood-fired oven hasn't been extinguished since opening in 1725. Roast 50 pigs a day. Wow. That is so cool, Matt. Wow. That is a lot of pigs. Miriam says, wow. Yeah. I want to go to Paris. Only I wish more of them actually understood English. It's pretty hard to communicate with people that just looks at you like you're weird. I mean, I know I'm weird, but I'm not weird just because they don't understand English. And imagine, I mean, is that show translated to French? Or is it just, you know, has subtitles? Because I'm like, how are you watching a show if you don't understand it? See, that's my question. And why watch a show if you don't understand what they're saying? I don't know. And here, then I'm like, okay, and here I come. I've been speaking English since I was 5. So it's weird. I mean, I know that 20, 30 years ago, well, about 20 years ago, the French people were so self-centered that they were like, everybody has to speak French because there is no way in belief that we are learning any other language because we are kind of, I don't know, it's because of all the colonial, you know, they had so many colonies around the world that they were kind of feeling better than everybody else, which, so sorry, but you're not, you know? Um, I don't know. It's weird. Doretta says, bye, everyone. My neighbor is early. Bye, Doretta. Have fun. Enjoy dinner. And hopefully I will see you on Sunday. Love ya. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's so weird that they don't really. I mean, I understand the older French people, but like young people, I don't get it. I mean, they listen to music and watch movies. Some would think that they were actually, you know, learning it just by that. I mean, that's mostly how I learned from music and TV, you know. I don't know. It's weird. Here I coming to a country where I could literally say like 10 words. But again, I kind of assume that when you go to a convention with American English-speaking actors that people speak English. And I mean, Hilton is an international known hotel. So again, English. They did speak English. Some of them better than others, but and if there was some of the employees that wasn't really very good at English, they would find someone that could help you. They were really sweet and nice at the hotel. Nothing there. Um, but yeah, it could be a tad difficult to understand them because most of them had that heavy French accent, and they have a hard time with the English with the H's and whatnot because they don't really pronounce their own H's. So whenever you said, "How are you?" it would most likely be, "How are you?" And I'm like, "Ow? No, try again, say how." Matt, is French just more widespread and larger, so just don't spread to consume English media as much as Danes? I don't know. I don't know, actually. I didn't ask. I mean, the Germans, for the longest time, dubbed everything. So whenever you were watching something in TV that was originally in English, they would have dubbed it to German. It's so weird. I remember we have this series of movies in Denmark that has been very, very popular in Germany, but they've dubbed it. And I remember the first time I found one of the movies on German TV, I was like, oh, look, it's a movie from home. And I watched exactly 2 minutes of it because they spoke German and the voices were so wrong. So I was like, yeah, nope, not doing that. And then one time, most of the times when I went to the movies down there, I would choose to do the English, the non-dubbed. But one time I ended up, forgot to check it thoroughly. So I ended up watching the dubbed version of a movie. Was it 6 Days, 7 Nights with Harrison Ford and Meg Ryan? Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. No, that's not Meg Ryan, is it? Yes, it is Meg Ryan. Oh God, that was a weird experience. After that, I made very sure that I was going to the right show. I'm like, yeah, no. Harrison Ford do not speak German. Well, maybe he do, I don't know. But he does not speak German in movies, that's for sure. But France is this big colonial um, country. They had colonies literally all over. So sometimes I don't know if they still think that there's this big important country that is so much better than everyone because they conquered. It's kind of like Britain. I don't know if they shared most of the world almost. But a lot of people do speak French. I mean, we even learn it in Denmark. Well, you have to choose it. And I did 1 year of French, and then I was like, yeah, nope. But again, I mean, our French teacher was an alcoholic, so that might have something to do with it. Me not really learning anything. So, yeah. And then it's been so many years, so I literally forgot everything. But I did say bonjour, au revoir, ça va, stuff like that. But most of the time I did speak English. That's so much easier. So, yeah. Tweet, tweedledoot. This is so boring that it doesn't have a title on it. They should just have written something like cats or whatever, just to have something on it. Just having this blank book cover, that's not fun. Oh, look, there is one that I forgot. Hang on. I have to do that one right away. Let's see, Matt. Exactly. Here there are French, English, and Spanish as national languages. Obviously, there are pockets of everything, but nothing else is taught to my knowledge. Oh! Yeah, I mean, French, English, and Spanish are the those are. I mean, English, of course, that is a. You don't get asked if you want to learn English here. That is a dead given. Then, in some schools, you get to choose between German and French. But I think today, at least that was back when I went to school. I think today you start English in fourth grade. Back then we started English in fourth grade. And then in fourth grade today you start German, which back then was in seventh grade. And I don't know then if you start French in seventh or something. I don't know. Uh, um, let's see, Matt, open for you to be creative. I do think he has done that on purpose at times. Richard Lorenz has also had nameplate with nothing on. You kind of intended to customize it yourself. I don't know, because all of the other books has name on them. It's just a few ones. Maybe. I don't know. They just get to remain blank. I am not mentally capable of being creative this week. My capacity for being that creative is, I forgot that somewhere last week. I lost it in Paris, I think. I didn't know that about Richard Lorenz. Just right, Mia? No, because that would kind of ruin everything because it's cats. Everything else, all the other books is something with cats. Caddy Potter, so many good ones. I can't even. Cats and dogs. Really a whole lot of good ones. Oh, I got a drill flying over here. Let's see. What else? The Great Gatsby. The Black Cat. The what? The something kitties. Oh, there you were. Huh. I was like, I lost two of the Forever Young thingies. I was like, I wonder where they went. Then write meow. See, it's already filled out. I'm not doing anything. It just has to be blank. This one is a cat. Oh, cat on something. I will have to see until it's done. It is very pretty. What are you working on, Matt? Miriam, what are you working on? I am getting closer with this one. When I'm done with this row, I have 2 rows left with these forever young ones. That is approximately 4 by 4, which is about 10 by 10 centimeters. So, yeah. I switched from my Crashly release papers to these ones because I wanted to be able to, say, okay, how do I like them? And I actually do like them. I like them a lot. Since they're plastic, they seem a little bit more sturdy than the regular release papers. I mean, I feel like I don't have to worry about, them peeling when I pick them up from the canvas. Matt, I am getting one of those pearl paintings done for Christopher's event at the moment. Becca's Tyndall mystery is the WIP for the day today. Oh, nice. Oh, has he always already started the bubble thingy event? I thought that was later. Now we're getting closer. Wendy, hey guys, I'm back. Did you miss me? Yes, absolutely, Wendy. Why did you leave us? I have been crying my eyes out because you left. Yeah. Oh, and if you want to see anything from Paris, just go on YouTube and write Saving Lives Con 2. There is plenty of videos on YouTube already. You went to stuff your face? Well, that's okay then. Matt, have you ever just tried silicone matte smear? Was just talking about it with someone today. They're nice for inaction areas and less for sticking for longer term. No, I've never tried that. Instead of release papers? Hmm. Maybe one day I will try it. Just to say, okay, this is how it works. But I would probably need to cut them into size. Although I do usually do a row at a time, so they would have to be able to at least work for that long. Matt, well, you do have a towel there too, is that right? Yeah, but that is because it's hot and I have the plastic down here, so I don't like sticking to my plastic. because it sounds horrible. And I feel like, yeah, I have that feeling of sticking. I mean, it's not so bad now because it isn't as hot, but before I went to Paris when it was getting really hot here, I felt like I was really just sticking to the plastic more than a diamond painted. So that's why I have that. Um, could kind of work as both of those things in a way. Could. But I mean, if you say that it is not for long term, I don't know if that would be something you should do instead of this. And usually it's not an issue. It's only because it's been so darn hot. I don't complain about it being hot. I'm just saying that when you diamond paint and have the plastic, it's a little annoying when you stick to it. It feels like you're ripping it off every time you move, especially when you do a whipping chat. I mean, it sounds horrible. I could try a silicone mat like the towel, but also fine to throw over glue if you need to protect in a pinch. It can be on for long term. It's just a lot thicker than papers. Maybe I should try it. I will look into it, Matt. Thank you. I will try to look into it. If that would be something. I mean, and at least I could try it for the podcast. Be like, oh, so I tried this, and either I like it or I am not a fan, but I know a lot of people, you know. I tried it, and this is my verdict. Go. So, how many of you have seen this Sparkle FBI thing? I have not really been watching very many of the videos. I know they just released a new video. I haven't seen it because I haven't been home, but someone told me that it's um, better than the first one. Matt, you just random hand and removes easier than paper, in my opinion. So I just use it under my hand when working larger sections. Easier to scoot around. Right. Okay. Well, Matt, Anthony has. I know he has. Matt, I've been following along with everything. Oh, okay. Well, I know that Anthony made a new video, a vlog the other day, but I haven't seen it yet. I will, though. Just I haven't had the spoons yet. I am just behind on videos. Oh gosh. Maybe in like 10 years, I will feel like, oh, look at me. I'm all caught up on videos again. Sometimes being away for a weekend or something, it can actually make you feel like you're so behind. Anthony, what did I do, Matt? Matt also seen Darren put out a video to deny claims it is him, although he does have many of the same feelings. Yeah, I saw that one yesterday. That was one of those, okay, I can do that while I diamond paint before going to bed because that was a shorter one. So I saw that one. Apparently, several people had asked him if he was this Sparkle FBI. Matt, what haven't you done, Anthony? Oh, Anthony, sorry, I'm running around trying to find raw bones for Apollo. Nobody has them. It's like trying to find a Tickle Me Elmo. I love a Tickle Me Elmo. Matt, I actually got on TikTok to follow along with the adventures. Oh, they're on TikTok too? You know what? I'm too old for this. I am too old. I'm telling you. TikTok is not really my anything. I mean, I like longer videos, so these shorter thing you can do on TikTok is just not my thing. I mean, if you look at a lot of my videos and lives, I mean, it's for crying out loud. I do an 8 hour live once a month, right? How on earth am I ever going to keep it at, I don't know, 3 minutes or something? My whipping chats are over an hour, sometimes almost two. So, yeah. Matt Anthony's TikTok vacation. Maybe they have raw bones over there. Seems like they probably would. Can't you get raw bones in the stores, Anthony? Like here they have, you can buy in grocery stores, you can buy a raw bone that still has the thing in the middle, bone marrow thingy, and that's really good for the dogs. They've been frozen, so everything is okay. But yeah, and you can also mostly buy them in dog stores, or well, animal stores. But yeah, Anthony told me about the whole TikTok thing. It seems like quite the adventure being um I don't know. I feel like he was misled, but that might just be me being told that it's one thing and then it actually turns out to be something different. I don't know. I might have been a little salty about it. But then again, it's me, and I can be very salty if I want to. So, and being asked to participate in something, and it then turns out to be almost a witch hunt. Uh, yeah, I would not be a happy camper. But what do I know? I wasn't there. Maybe I should do a reaction video and piss people off. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't know. Who should I react to? I need to find someone to react to so I can piss people off. I just don't know who. And also, It needs to be something where I actually give a crap. You know, they like watching it and actually feel like, oh, wow, hi, this is interesting, or this is just weird. I mean, I don't think I would have ever known about Sparkle FBI if it wasn't for that reaction video of Anthony's. I don't think I would have ever known that they existed. I'm just, yeah, I don't know. Come on, you. Yay. My drills were stuck. Hey, Darren, not me walking into this. How are you doing, love? Matt, I always see old sides. Never know what was, though. They are into the far more serious topic that is, that's advice. Huh. Anthony, it was totally fine. If anything, it made for a good story. True, true. I'm just, I mean, yeah, you have way too much patience, Anthony, compared to me. I would have snapped at least 10 times. I don't think I would have walked out, but I think I would have snapped. Been like, this is not what we kind of agreed on or whatever. But it's like I said, I'm not a very nice person always. uh, Darren, I am not bad, thanks. Wrapped up the weekly thing, so ready for a chilled weekend, I hope. Oh, I hope you'll have a chilled weekend. When are you going away? Is that next weekend or? Yeah. Matt, whereas I think Anthony was just looking to comment on the production stuff more than the deeper content of what it was involving. Yeah, you're right, Matt. Anthony, getting back in the car to try store number 3. Be right back. Okie dokie. I hope store number 3 is the one. So are you sitting down and diamond painting, Darren? Uh, Darren, is that for the pet food hunt? Anthony, I know that feeling I did. He's hunting for raw bones, and apparently no one has them. Darren, also, hello everyone. Darren, I did some this afternoon. I was probably going to summon a painting to the table, but I am waiting till my other half goes to bed. Okay. So have you been watching TV together? Or a TV show? I have just been diamond painting because yesterday was the first time in a week that I actually got to sit down and do some diamond painting. So I'm like, oh gosh, this is nice. So I actually feel like I'm getting something done on this canvas. That is really nice. Matt, good luck on the chilled anything right now. Yeah, Matt. Oh, Matt, we had that blast last 2 weeks, and I am so glad it's sort of back to normal. I feel for you all though. Did you spend much time melting in France, Mia, or were you able to stay protected indoors mostly? On the Saturday that had 110 degrees Fahrenheit, I was inside most of the day. Since that was the convention day, I did go outside during the lunch break, but I did hastily go inside again. It almost burned to breathe outside, probably because I had been inside all day in the nice air conditioned air, and then going outside in the middle of the day was not the best idea, I think. So, but on the Monday I was outside, but back at that time it was only around 80, so that was much more comfortable. But yeah, I was outside a lot of the Monday, but that will also be in next week's WIP and chat. So yeah, but I did go see stuff in Paris. But the weekend was spent mostly inside, since it was convention. And then in the evening, um, I was chatting with new friends. I was um, talking to David, and I was filming my vlog and listening to my audiobook and stuff like that. Matt, I haven't gone out for more than about 5 minutes to let the dogs out for the past 4 days. Ooh, that sounds bad, Matt. Darren, are you finding painting hard with the heat, Matt? I see, Matt. We aren't built for 100 plus temps here in the Northeast US. No, no. I mean, we had in Denmark, we had around 100 degrees, 105 maybe. No, we had 34. The highest temperature, official temperature measured, was 34 point whatever. What is that? What is that? 34. I'm sorry. 34 Celsius to Fahrenheit. That is 93 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's about the highest official temperature measured here on Saturday. Darren, it can get warm in Scotland, but I have heard some of my friends in Europe, when they had the real thick of it, the glue on some painting was going very gummy. That's weird, especially if it's from the bigger company, because like Diamond Art Club should be fine up until, is it 150 Fahrenheit? So that would be like 50, 60 degrees Celsius. Maybe it's some of the cheaper ones. I don't know. Matt, nope. My AC keeps me nice and cool. Yeah. Yeah, 93 degrees. And it was 110 in Paris. And I was enjoying all the airplanes when I was in my room. I had the view so that I could look at the airport and see them land and take off. The takeoff is my absolute favorite when flying. I love taking off. It's yeah, that moment when you're on the runway or whatever you call it, and you're not going anywhere, but you're just waiting, and then um, you hear the engine rumble to life, and then it just goes metal, the pedal to the metal. Oh, I love it. And you're kind of just pushed back in your chair, and it goes from 0 to 100 in seconds. I love it. I could do that all day. I mean, my ears are not fond of the landing, but I could absolutely do that all day. If you could do that somehow, take off and then go down without having your ears feel like they're exploding. I can't pop my ears, where you're holding your nose and then blow. I can't do that due to um, my eardrums having exploded too many times. So it hurts if I try to do it. And yes, I know explodes sound very dramatic. But you know me, I am a very dramatic person. So I have a lot of scarring on my eardrums. So yeah. I can't do that, which is a bit of an issue. So I'm trying to find ways around it. So usually I'm chewing gum or um, I don't know, have a hot candy or something that can give kind of the same feeling. uh, Darren, how are you finding the new release papers? I actually like them. They seem very sturdy because the plastic. So I really, really like them. Matt, yeah, I hate the ear thing. My right ear is a wreck with crackling, popping all the time. I just have that feeling of um everything is it's kind of like being underwater. And if I'm not chewing something or having a bong bong or whatever, it can stay like that for days. And I have that feeling of, pain in my ear. And it's so annoying because I can't just do the popping thing. I don't know, what do you call that? What it must have a name, where you close off your nose and then you blow. Let's see, Darren, I do have a link for you if you want them much cheaper. I can send over later. A friend sent me a link. Oh yeah, thank you. I would love that. So yeah, I actually really like them. They I don't feel like I have to be as careful with them when I take them off, pull them off the canvas as I have to with the regular um, release papers because those are paper. So this is a bit easier. Miriam, the glue on my painting started to slip during the heat wave last week. I was so surprised. But that isn't the Diamond Art Club, right? Because if anybody with a Diamond Art Club experienced stuff like that, that would be a case for customer service. They have said several times that they can endure up to, I don't know, very high temperatures and very low temperatures. Because someone asked, because they have theirs hanging outside, and I think they're in Arizona or something. So it's like, yeah, they can handle very high temps. Um, Matt, I have the same thing. It'll be muffled and pop. No reason, just daily thing around the house. Bad drainage. I assume Doc said it's nothing visibly externally. Well, I have a lot of scarring on my eardrums from my childhood where I would have ear infections all the time. So I ended up having um, pipe. No, that's not what they're called. What are they called? The thingies you put in children's ears. Um, I can't remember right now. It's a diamond. That's okay. But I have a DAC in storage. That one is fine. Matt, let's not get bare wound up. Miriam, I have a bit of a hearing damage from playing my music too loud, but luckily no infection so far in my life. You're right, Miriam. Tubes. Yes, Matt, so did I. I was on the brink of tubes, but never did. I had them from I was around 3 years old until I was 11 or 12. So, yeah, I have scarring from them, and I have scarring from the exploded eardrums. So, it was so bad that when I did that sleep study thingy last year, where I helped figuring, with the chronic pain and sleep, where they needed to do the plastering of my ear canal to make those um, things that they put in my ear. I had to go to the um, hearing clinic where they do these frequently to have them do it because the technician for the trial wasn't feeling safe doing it herself. I mean, yeah. Matt started to not have as many issues as I got older. Miriam, my sister had ear infections her whole life. Oh, those sucks. I'm telling ya. I hate infections. I haven't had them for many, 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 many years. But yeah, as a kid, I felt like I had one every month. At least that's what it felt like. So, yeah, it did help when I got the tubes. So, yeah. Mm, Let's see, Miriam, I think I need to start wearing earplugs to raves because they definitely ring for days afterwards. So I'm pretty sure that means my hearing is getting more damaged, maybe. Oh, that would be a good idea. Yeah, you can get some where it's, you can still hear the music clearly, especially the singing, but it takes off some of that, bass and whatnot. We got those years ago. I think I have mine here. Hey, nope, that's not it. I have them here somewhere, but they're really good because you can still hear everything clearly. It's just not as loud somehow. I mean, usually when I put in earplugs because of my bad hearing, I just end up not being able to hear anything at all. Um, but those are really good. Or the loop ones are really good too because they turn down the decibels. But with those, I have the feeling that I can't hear anything. So, yeah. Miriam will look into it. It's a good idea to take care of your hearing. No need to ruin it more than necessary. Ba-dum. It's all the way up there. Okay, let's see. Next one is these. Yeah, I guess they're kind of the tools of my job. It is. So you need to take care of your hearing because it's a bit hard to be a therapist if you can't hear your clients, right? Then you'll have to learn sign language and become a therapist of the deaf or hard of hearing people. So yeah, you better take care of your hearing, young lady. Do. Let's see. The next one will be the last one before I start on my ginger baby down here. So when I'm done with this square, I have 3 left on this row, and then I have 2 rows left. Yippee-doo! So I am starting to see the end of this diamond painting. I don't think I'd be able to finish it before the 10th, which would then mark it being 2 months since I started it. But, I mean, I have had around 2 weeks where I didn't work on it. I mean, from Wednesday till yesterday. I mean, Wednesday last week to yesterday, I didn't work on it. And then about a week earlier on, where I just didn't have the buck. So, about 2 weeks. Anthony, yes, binge. I was on the hunt for some bones for the boys. Third stop and again, nothing. I got some regular treats and called it a day. Good idea, Anthony. Matt, actually sounds like it would make your job much easier. Your patient may not think so, but probably make it easier on you. Miriam, that's a good point. That would make for quite a peaceful day. Yeah, I'm not sure your boss will like it though. I mean, just saying. I'm not sure your boss will be the biggest fan. Not sure though. I mean, maybe he will never know. He or she. Maybe they will never know. Isn't that the proper noun that we are using for everything now? They. Even when we know the gender of someone, we still use they. Why? Why not just say he or she when we know the gender? Why are we using they? That doesn't make sense to me. But then a lot of things doesn't make sense to me. So what else is new? What else is new? Tweet it. Let's see. There you go. Um, okay. Okay, let's see. There you go. Tweet. I'm not sure it'll work on this canvas, but I want at some point again to do this where I do checkerboarding on the entire square. I mean, all the colors and then fill in. I did that, I can't remember. I did it on a canvas for a few of the squares, and I thought it was funny. I can't remember what canvas that was. And then I literally had all the containers sitting next to me so that, it was ready for when I was doing the filling in. I just had all the colors ready. It was fun. It took a little bit, but actually, I'm not even sure it took longer than it normally would. I'm not sure. Maybe it just felt like it because you didn't fill it out, I don't know. I can't remember. I wonder what canvas it was. It was sometime last year, I think. Yeah, I don't think we have to go back to 24. I think it was 25. Can you believe we're already halfway through 26? So crazy. Matt, maybe a better suited question for the other here than me. I'm sure those in the community may have intelligent answers. I'm just thankful that Connie brought to my attention that Anthony was gay. Oh my God. I told Anthony yesterday that I saw his answer and I'm like, Anthony, you can't tell your wife. You killed her. Oh wait, someone killed her. She was run over by, was it elephants or something, and both she and the kids died. So how can you tell on her? Tell her, I mean, you can't go to Olive Garden with someone who's dead. Just telling ya. And then Anthony was like, "Oh, right. She's dead. I forgot." Oh, gosh. Matt had me cracking up when he was talking about that commenter on his walking chat. Darren, that did make me chuckle. Matt, apparently Connie has never gone to Olive Garden. Apparently not. I mean, I haven't gone to Olive Garden. But I mean, I have known for a very long time that Anthony is gay. He is my gay best friend. So he is my brother from another mother. And Anthony has a beautiful mother. She is gorgeous. I'm telling you, very, very beautiful woman. Darren, right? That is me settled for some evening diamond painting. Yay! So which one of your diamond paintings are you working on today, Darren? And did you send hubby off with a lot of kisses? How many years have you been married, Darren? I don't think you've ever mentioned in your videos. Or if you did, I happily forgot it again. Well, not happily, but I did forget it again. Oh, you have in one of your in one of your webbing chats, Darren, you have to tell us all about how you met your husband and who proposed to who and all of that. I need to know. I'm curious. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other people need to know too. I just dare to ask. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, dude, we need to know more. We're curious over here. They're just too polite not to ask. Let's see, Darren. I am working on Christmas Church Service by Dominic Davison. We've been together for 22 years and married like 15. Ah, yay! That's so sweet. So about as long as David and I, we got together in 2000 2003, married in 2007, so that is 19 years this coming September. But we met in 2000, so we've known each other for 26 years. That's so crazy. It is crazy. Plus, time flies. I mean, 19 years. That's crazy. Miriam says, wow. Yeah. Sometimes people look at me and go, you're not old enough to have been married for 19 years. Like, oh, aren't you sweet? But I am. I absolutely am. I'm an old fart. I mean, I'll be 47 in a few months. So, yeah. Miriam, I don't think I've known anyone that long. Well, your sister. Your family. I mean, I have childhood friends, people I know, people I went to school with and stuff like that that I have known, for many, many years. But it's not very many of them that I'm actually speaking with today. Um, my bestie I have known since 2002. Miss Darren. Hi, Miriam. Sorry, been back and forth for a bit. That's me settled in for a real chat and painting time. So, yeah. But I mean, today it's almost a miracle if you've been married that long. Sometimes when I look at people saying, "Oh, we've been married for so long," I'm like, "Oh, how long have you been married?" And I'm expecting something like 20 years. Like, yeah, we've been married 10 years. I'm like, "Oh, honey, come again when you can say nearly 19 years, okay?" Since when is 10 years a long marriage? I don't get it. But then I'm remembering, oh yeah, we live in a time where people are giving up the first time it gets hard. I don't know. I mean, I just read the other day on Facebook that some of my friends that I have known since 2001, and they have been married, oh gosh, what, 22 years or something? They're apparently getting a divorce. And I'm like, what? It's one of those marriages where you just didn't see it coming. But apparently, it's kind of sad. I mean, yeah. Darren, so tell me about Paris. I expect you have spilled the tea, but I want to know, did you have lots of cakes and fruits? Not a lot of cake, but yeah, I wasn't really. I mean, most of the time I spent in the hotel, and I wasn't very impressed with the dinner that I got at the hotel. I did go to a um, small local cafe on Monday, and I got maybe my best cup of coffee I've ever had. My God, that was so good. But I mean, Darren, most of it you can hear in my members vlog, and I will be doing a WIP and chat next week where I will tell all about it to the peeps that aren't members. But the members vlog is 2 hours long, and that does not include Monday. That one will come on Monday. So there is something to listen to. I'm impressed Anthony listened to that thing for two times, but that is 4 hours of listening to me yapping on about the convention. So yeah. Uh, Darren, having our own interests and sides of the house helps. Also, TMI perhaps, but having our own bedrooms is also a thing that helps keeping us together. The dog snoring was an issue for other half. Ah, I mean, I don't know. I know that a lot of people have separate bedrooms, and I know that I know it's normal, but I don't think that I could ever do it. Even though my husband snores as if I had done something to him, I, I, I don't know. I wouldn't have it any other way. But for some, it's it's the best thing. It's just I'm not made that way. I want to be able to cuddle my husband. Easily worth every second. Ah, you're so sweet. You almost made me cry last night. Which that would have been something for that video because I'm an ugly crier, I'm telling you. I'm a very ugly crier. So that we would have had to stop the recording, wait for my face to return to normal, and that would have been a whole thing. I'm just telling you. Let's see, Darren. Yeah, I could not go back to it. He's a light sleeper and also snores, but then had issues with the dog snoring. Huh? I don't know. I mean, we both snore, I think. David says I'm snoring, especially if I'm having a cold or if I'm very tired. So I feel sorry for him these days. And then at one point, I tried sleeping without a pillow because I have read somewhere that that might be best um, for people like me not to sleep with a pillow. And David was not a fan, so I went back to my pillow. He said that my snoring got so bad. But I do know that people that have separate bedrooms, it's like something special, not special, I don't know if that's the right word, that you go to visit each other. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute, but I don't want to visit my husband. I want to cuddle him. I want to squeeze his butt when he least expect it. Oh God! And I want someone to warm up my feet in the winter and scare the living crap out of him when he gets cold feet on his tummy. He does know it can happen now, but the first time he was like, yeah, you can't get your feet up to my tummy. And he learned the hard way that you do not give me a dare like that because I can't get my feet all the way up there. I am hypermobile, okay? I'm telling you, don't tell me what I can and cannot do. So, yeah. So whenever I ask him now if you want to know, if you want to feel how cold my toes is, he says no. Like, why? You don't want to know how cold my feet are on your tummy? He's like, no. I can put them on your legs. I'm like, no, keep your cold feet to yourself. Like, nope, not a chance. Someone has to suffer with me through the cold toes, right? But now it's not really that bad. But I couldn't do that if he had his own bedroom or I had my own bedroom. That would be no fun. So yeah. But it's kind of interesting because you don't have to go back many years until it was highly oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Controversial to have separate bedrooms. That was mostly something you heard about elderly people, that they had separate bedrooms. I mean, at least here in Denmark. And now it's just a lot of people. So, yeah. The square is done. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. 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 Eat. Sorry if I make you seasick. Rip. Ah, look, it's the top of the ears. Adorbs, adorbs. Very cute. Very cute. Mhm. Darren, I love the colors in a Spangler. Me too. I do love me some Spangler. So, yeah. You weren't here when we talked about it, Darren. They're releasing some new princesses from Mandy Manzano. There's a new princess coming out this week. So, yay. Hang on. Uh, hang on. Tweedledoo, tweedledoo. Okay, let's go find. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there's a Thomas Kincaid. Look, it's Cinderella. She's very adorable. She is 65 by 100 and almost 64 centimeters. 62 colors, including 2 ABs and 3 fairy dusts. She's very adorable. Cinderella is Rosa's favorite, so I might have to wishlist it because I am at a 60th birthday party tomorrow, so there is absolutely no way in I don't know what that I'll be able to be ready at go time. So, yeah. Plus, I have so many diamond pennies to do, so it'll be a while before I can do it anyway. And maybe by then, she is not into Cinderella anymore. You never know. But maybe if I get it, there might be another little chip. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Ooh, have you gotten any comments on the video yet, Anthony? The bonus? No. Okay. Sorry. I had one view on the bonus episode. Woohoo! That is crazy. Aaron, that unboxing, and I did watch it, that Anthony done with the small store. Wow, the detail and everything that came with it. The wax seal and all the jazz impressive. Never knew you got diamond painting on Etsy. Which one was that? Um, wonder which one that was. Hmm. Let's see, the wax seal and the jazz impressive. Oh, the Queen's Atelier. Yeah, Gambian Culture Village. I have to watch that one. Still haven't watched that one. I'm behind on Anthony's video. I'm so bad. Anthony, oh, that was Queen's Atelier. I need one of those in my life. But we're back to the. I have so many diamond paintings. But I want to try a Queen's Atelier. I wonder how many of these ABs I have left, because that is all I have left. So see, I have here, I have up here, and then a few here. I think it's okay. I don't think I'll run out. And if I do, I have like a gazillion of them, I think, in my spare. Darren, I'm behind everyone also, like some like a few weeks. It's great though. Means I always have something to watch, right? Oh, Darren, I am now just started on book 3 in Red Rising. I just started it. I don't even think I've more than a few minutes in. I just started it yesterday. So, yeah. Darren, look at you go. It's really good. I can't remember most of it because it's been so long since I read it the first time. But it's really good. I am enjoying it so much. I actually listened more or less the entire way home from when I entered Charles de Gaulle until I got home. More or less, I'd listened to the second book. Maybe just an hour or so I didn't. So that was, oh, I don't know, 12 hours of listening. So yeah, that's how I got that one finished in not a whole lot of time. And every now and then, I would forget to listen. So I would have to go. I think one time I actually had to go um, more than half an hour back, which is why it ended up taking me so long to listen to it. Because if you have to go back like 30 minutes, 10 minutes, it'll take you a while all of a sudden. But I got, in flying back, I got occupied looking at the window and trying to figure out, okay, where is this? And then finding my Google Maps. I'm like, oh, look, this is the coast of Belgium. And oh, look, now we're flying over the Netherlands. And then when we got to Denmark, I'm like, oh, look, I'm waving down to people in cities, And then David's uncle and his girlfriend lives at the southern part of Jutland. And the island that they live on was so clear, so I took a bunch of pictures. And then when I landed in Copenhagen and I could turn on the internet again, I sent the photos and a message going, I waved at you flying over. It's like, oh, cool. Those are great pictures. I'm like, thank you. It can happen with audiobooks a lot. I can't understand people who can listen to 3 or 4 times the speed. It depends a lot on the narrator. Some people are reading so slow, but I think the highest I have gotten is 1.75. I do mostly listen, again, depending on the narrator. I mean, these books, I listen 1.2. Um, Mostly it's either 1.2 or 1.25. That's the most normal. So yeah. I see Darren. I have a friend on Insta and she is a machine, like listens to like 19 to 20 books a month and can paint 3 to 4 painting. It's crazy. Oh wow. So how big are those paintings? Miriam, wow, go her. That's impressive. I mean, at some point before I started my YouTube channel, I would listen to audiobooks for 8, 9 hours a day. So I could get through a lot of books in a week. I mean, I did obviously prefer longer books. I mean, I very rarely listen to books that is under 10 hours because I finished them. I mean, if I listen to a book series that is under 10 hours, a book, I'm I listen to one book a day. And then depending on how long that book series is, I can finish it pretty fast. So yeah. I mean, one time I listened to a series that had 6 or 7 books, and that series I read in a week, just because it was short. Darren, yeah, it's all sizes, but I know I am not built for that. But snaps for her. I'm very much a good mood guy. I can sometimes paint for 20 minutes, then the next day, all day. I don't need to listen to my mind, though, or it will definitely lead to burnout. Oh, absolutely. I agree. I mean, it's like when I all of a sudden didn't have the bug to diamond paint, and I didn't do it for a week. And then being away, I have been diamond painted for a week. So now I'm like, oh, I need to get some diamond painting in again. But then all of a sudden, another day, it might be like, okay, I don't want to diamond paint for a few days. So I end up doing other things. Maybe sometimes I'm not even doing anything crafty at all. I will be watching a show and maybe game something on my phone. I have different games, like mind brain games, and I don't diamond paint. Oh God, sorry. I mean, if you look when I either do WIP chats or doing these live WIP chat thingies, you will notice that I diamond paint for a little bit, then I put down my pen and a chit chat for I don't know how long, and then I pick up my pen again and I diamond paint for maybe 5 to whatever minutes. and then I take a break again. So, yeah, I don't diamond paint as long as people think. Or at least not as much, even though I sit here a long time. Miriam thinks she manages one painting a year. Well, I mean, then you have a lot of joy out of it. I don't know, is this my fourth diamond painting this year? I think it is. Can't remember. It is my fourth, isn't it? Where's my book? Where is my book? He's there. Um, let's take a look at the book. Let's see. It started out with the perfect little wizard. That's one. Then we did Kitten Bedtime Stories. That's two. Then we did Elizabeth. That's three. And now we're doing Cat Bookshelf. That's four. So yes, this is my fourth diamond painting this year. So yeah, we're getting there. We're both getting there. I don't expect, I mean, I have this. I would like to finish 6 diamond paintings in a year because I know I do a lot of big diamond paintings. Let's see, binge. Progress is progress, Miriam. I am wanting to get back to paint by number, but finding kits where the paint is good is really hard. Like, it's not always about how much a kit costs. True. Miriam, that's true. I don't mind. I just love painting. Fast or slow, it's just fun and addictive. Yes. And it's not a race. I mean, if it turns into a race where you feel like you have to finish it in a certain amount of time, then it's not fun. I know I sometimes say, oh man, I wish I was faster. That is not about not enjoying it. It's just sometimes me wishing I was a tad faster so that I can finish my diamond paintings because I want to get to the next one and the next one and the next one, you know? And I know most of it is literally because I am feeling like I'm sitting here a lot. I mean, for a long time, but I know that I don't diamond paint for that long of a time, right? So, like, man, I wish I could either diamond paint faster and have the feeling of finishing faster, or maybe find some way that I can diamond paint longer between breaks. It doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense to other people, but it makes sense to me. So, yeah. So it is not a race. It's just, yeah. Miriam is going to head to bed. It was nice catching up, you guys. Hope to see you Sunday. Yes, see you Sunday, Miriam. Sleep tight and sweet dreams. Ben says night, Miriam. Sleep tight. Miriam says night. Matt, sorry, had to step away for a few. For Darren Crash with Crashly is in progress of working on paint by numbers. Yes, I was about to say that. She will be working on paint by numbers. The thing is, though, when you're not living in the US, the postage and that and whatnot is going to be crazy. Unless you know someone in the US that'll be willing to be an emotional support American and ship it as a gift when you feel like, okay, I've collected enough from small shops or whatever, and then can, ship it marked as a gift, then it's a little easier. Matt, she aims to bring the highest quality paint by number kits made with licensed art and premium supplies. Exactly. Exactly. I just wish they would join the IOSS. That way, that will be paid. And especially for me, I wouldn't get that stupid postal fee of 25 bucks or whatever it is because that hasn't been prepaid, which is stupid if you ask me that it has to be that high. But what do I know? They need to make money somehow, right? Darren, I will keep my eyes on that. Thanks for letting me know, Matt. I think it'll be a little while yet. They were also talking about bringing cross stitch, which is also very cool. And again, licensed. So that is cool. Oh gosh. Uh, wait, what? Oh, I was like, what is going on? Wait, huh? Okay, next color is number 7. See, I finished an entire square in this live. What's happening? I mean, we've been here about 3 hours, and sometimes I have my 8 hours and I don't even finish one square because I don't know, slow and I talk too much. And what else is new? That is the bad thing when you're going to a country where they're not really very good at the language. I mean, it's not easy to be a chit chatter when people don't understand you. I did meet very sweet people, though. The interesting thing, though, was most of them were not French. The ones that I ended up, really connecting with, there were some from Belgium, from Germany. Yeah, it's interesting. I still don't get, like, even some of the staff that was working the convention, even some of them hardly spoke any English, and I was like, how do you do that? How do you become a staff member and don't speak English? I mean, they all spoke English well enough to um, answer regular questions like where do I go and where is what, and then you have someone like me popping in that has questions about the disability thing that we could get there, and And then some of them had to give up and find someone that actually spoke English better. Like, why aren't you all able to do that? I mean, one would think, but apparently not. I don't know if they kind of expected most people to be French. I don't know. But I have to tell you, most people want French. More about that in next week's WIP and Chat. I am teasing you. I'm telling you to watch the WIP and Chat. There will be a lot to tell. I mean, the vlog was 2 hours long, okay? Just ask Anthony. There was a lot of gushing and silliness and whatnot. Me forgetting that I'm a 46-year-old woman who is somehow supposed to be an adult with adult responsibilities and whatnot, and those were all forgotten. I was just a silly fangirl, having fun, way too much fun, and enjoying meeting new people. That was actually almost the best part of it, is to meet new people. And yeah, I mean, meeting the actors was, of course, so good. But the fact that I got to meet new people and bond over something was amazing too. You get to be able to say, oh my God, do you remember that weekend in Paris? Wasn't this just so much fun? And do you remember that? That 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 has something to it as well, you know? I mean, do you remember when we were in line for blah 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 and this and this happened? Yeah. Oh, hang on. There you go. Yeah. And I did watch the podcast. You seem to have picked some really nice guests. That couple seemed very passionate. Oh, Tim and Carrie are amazing. And I love their pens. I mean, this pen is a Leopard Leatherworks. So, yeah, they do make amazing pens. And the fact that they're customizing them to you is really great, because oftentimes it is really hard when one shop says this is a small or a thin pen, and then you get it, and it is more like the medium from another shop, so it is too big, you know? And with them, you can get it exactly the way you like it. There in the rubber pen, I was like, wow, yeah, those ebonite pens, I absolutely need one. I need an ebonite pen, maybe two, just because, oh my God, they are really amazing. And I like how they turn out, you know, how they start out and then how they change when you turn them. But literally, it's the same with most pens. You know, you get that blank, and you go like, oh, okay, that looks like fun colors. Then you start turning the pen, and the colors turn out way more vibrant, or it's just, the way that it is inside the blank, so it turns out way different. And that is amazing, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I need some ebonites. My ear is itching. Okay, is that it for the sevens? I think it might be. Oh gosh, this one is so not straight. um, yep. Dipsky dipsky. Oh gosh. Ugh. Do we have any nines and no? And C we do, but like, okay. Um, oh, water, water. So we're supposed to get almost cold weather next week, and I'm not looking forward to it because with how it has changed, my body is absolutely gonna hate me. This going back and forth between warm temps and then going down to cool temps, and then all of a sudden everything goes, oh yeah, by the way, let's go back to high temps again, and I just end up having a body that is thoroughly confused and in pain. I'm like, can we please, decide on a temperature that is maybe in the middle? That would be highly appreciated. Thank you. Instead of this up and down, we had that last year. Okay. We tried that last year. It was not a success. We do not need to try that again this year. Okay. I do remember last year. It was not a huge success, but apparently someone forgot about it and feel like we need to do that again. Darren, yeah, the week we are away, it rains all week. My mom's fibro is going crazy. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Darren. Fibro sucks. It really does. Um, yeah, I would. If I got checked for fibro, I will guarantee you it would come back very positive. I just don't. I'm like, I have so many diagnoses already. I don't need more. And it won't really do anything anyway, since they don't really have any treatment for fibromyalgia. What would it, it wouldn't really do anything other than, oh, look, that's yet another diagnosis on my spreadsheet. But I do have all of the things. So, yeah. And I do already get some of the medication that, at least here in Denmark, they say, okay, this is what we use for fibro. So, yeah, no big need to change a whole lot. It is the way it is. Easy dosage. And I am just so confused why so many people in that age bracket are getting diagnosed. Like, it's awful, but what the hell happened? No conspiracy, but I would love to know. Um, let's see. They started putting stuff in food that isn't supposed to be there. Like, for instance, our generation, or even the older generation, why are so many people getting cancer? Well, all that crap they ended up doing with our food, like GMO, um, additives, highly processed food. Don't tell me that that doesn't do horrible things to our body. Well, I know that that highly processed food is really bad, and I'm pretty sure that has a lot to do with the number of cancer cases. If you started looking into it, I'm pretty sure that is what you would find. Um, I'm also very sure that you wouldn't get any of all of these companies to do that um, search research, because then people would start to demand more clean food. So, yeah. I know David and I are looking for more clean food than before, just because we want to be a bit more healthy or whatever. And after reading, gosh, what's the name of that book? Um, Something with super processed food or something. Uh, his name is Tullen, and he wrote a book about it. And some of the food industry big bosses have more or less threatened him that they want him to withdraw the book and its results. So, yeah. Uh, Darren, yeah, I watched that film with Mark Ruffalo, Dark Water, about Teflon and Scotchgard. I was shocked when I learned most of it was very factual. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Um, I just, yeah. You say Dark Water? Let's Google Dark Water. Dark Water is from 2019. And I can see it on, oh, nice. Let's see. Search. Um, Dark Waters. There you go. Let's put that one on my. Oh, it's already on my. Okay. Okay, well, it is now for certain on my watch list. Mm, Matt, what was it called there? There was a film called Dark Water that I seen. Matt, okay, same thing then. Not all that far from me. Okay. Huh, haven't seen that one, but yeah. Okay, okay. H-E. Okay. But yeah, I mean, highly processed food is not very good. And also, I mean, especially for you Americans, there are so much crap put in your food that a lot of it is actually illegal over here. I mean, I don't know. But we also have a lot of highly processed food over here. It's scary what what they put in food that we eat, but it is to make us more, I don't know, we want to eat it, right? They're making us into little, uh, well, people that depend on stuff. I'm not going to say the word because I might get flagged or something. Yeah, people that's dependent on something because they put different things in our food that is actually not supposed to be in food. But yeah, Chris Van Tullen is the name of that author. Chris Van Tullen. I think it's something with super processed food. Darren, yeah, it's a very good film. The big thing is, at least here, good food are expensive, but they're accessible. In the US, it's really hard. Yeah, very true, Darren. Matt, yeah, all are lucky. Half the time, all the big corps are American, and they experiment on us firstborn, sending it overseas once they fix the issues. You know, even even if we get some of the same brands, they're very different. You know, you're getting very different versions than we do because half of the stuff in it is illegal over here. I mean, like Fanta and Heinz ketchup is very different. Heinz ketchup actually has tomatoes in it over here. The same goes with Fanta. It has orange in it, and it's not neon orange. It's actually yellow orange because it has actual oranges in it. So, yeah. And then I mean, a lot of people have told me that when they went to the U.S. and they bought, white bread, that your bread sometimes tastes more like cake than bread. You know, and like, why? It's because there is so much sugar in it. Like, who I mean, when I bake myself, when I make bread, I only put like a teaspoon of sugar in the entire dough, and I get like 20 20 buns out of it. See, Matt, there are stories of the government and pharma companies literally infecting whole towns just to see what happens. Little Dorothy know they're being guinea pigs under a veil of something else. Right, exactly. And I mean, how effed up is that? Why are you poisoning your own people just to see what happens? That is not right. I don't know. It seems very wrong. At least I think so. But I'm guessing that they might do something similar over here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe not poisoning people, but they might do something else, you know? You don't know. There comes my husband. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 1. Well, maybe I ought to finish up here soon and go to bed because we have to leave at 10 a.m. to pick up David's sister at the train station. Then we're going to pick up their brother in Culling at around 11. And then we're going to Tuftland where the celebration is. And we're supposed to be there at around noon. So, yeah, that's the whole thing tomorrow. It'll be fine though. Uh, Darren, are you doing a live on Sunday? Yes, I am, sir. I am back live on Sunday. It was a special, whatever reason that I wasn't live this Sunday. So, yeah, I will be back on Sunday. And look up the Tuskegee syphilis experiment, one of the more well-known and acknowledged experiments on the public without their knowing. Oh, okay, I will look that up. Darren, I hope to be back. I'm at Mom's for Sunday lunch. Okay, well, my live starts at 6 p.m. your time, Darren. So, yeah. But anyway, I think I am going to wrap it up. Go say hi to my husband and go to bed at a reasonable hour. And I will see y'all on Sunday. Thank you for joining me today. And yeah, I love you all and have a great weekend. Bye, everybody. Love ya. Bye.